Hey guys, Dr. Makiba here. So today is Saturday. It's a relaxation day. It's a day where we get to do all of the stuff that we do, but I still wanted to come to you and share with you some quick tips about a very interesting topic that may have knocked at your door. So we're always talking about children, and I'm always coming to give you some insights, some tips, some information that will help you and your child. Well, today I want to talk about introversion. So I want to talk about that child of yours who may be a card-carrying introvert. Take it from me, I am one. I understand how they are. Now, you may not know that, but I am an introvert at heart. And so here are some things that I want to talk to you about when it comes to getting through to that introverted child, or even being able to connect with your child who may be an introvert. The first thing I want to tell you is allow them to be authentic in who they are. Don't try to change them. There are certain things about introverted children that they're able to do well. There are things that actually build them up and allow them to be able to do what they want to do. There's nothing worse than being forced to be something or someone that you're not. So the same holds true for introversion. As parents, I know that it's normal to want to introduce or expose your children to new and different things, but just let them be themselves. Allow them to be authentic, and they will eventually grow into who they are. The second tip is cultivate their passions. Every single child comes with a certain type of gifting. Every single child comes with a certain type of thing that they do well. It's called their passion. The best thing that you can do as a parent for your introverted child is to cultivate that. If they want to be a dancer, if you find out, pay attention to what they like to do. If they like dancing, if they like to listen to music, if they like to read, if they like to write certain things, if they like to be in the kitchen all the time, it may be something worth looking at and putting them in some cooking classes or something like that, because you see that they like to be in the kitchen. What if they like being outside and they're always in the grass, they're always in the dirt, they're always doing something? You may have a horticulturist with you or something. You don't know. Cultivate their passions. Take time to get to know what they like. And then when you find that, cultivate it. The third tip is to know that they are not assistance seeking. So here's the deal. A lot of times, people who are introverts don't ask for help. They don't ask people for anything, and it can sometimes be misconstrued as pride. Here's a tip for you, okay? Introverts may rarely ask for help, and it's not because they don't want it, and it's not because they're prideful. It's because internally, introverts see themselves as self-sufficient and able to complete tasks on their own. So they don't generally see themselves needing help. Okay, there are times when introverts would probably welcome the occasional assistance. So pay attention to your children and know that if they're not asking for help, it doesn't mean that they don't need help. It just means that maybe they need someone to pull out of them what it is that they are actually seeking. Okay, so if you have an introverted child and they never ask you for help, don't just assume, oh, my child is very self-sufficient and they don't need my help. No, it may be that they need for you to reach out to them and kind of pull out of them what they may in fact need help with. Okay, if you see them becoming frustrated or overwhelmed, it may be that they do need your help. So pay attention to that. And then finally, tip number 4, talk to your child's teacher. That's the best piece of advice that I can give you when we're dealing with students. Talk to your child's teacher, because remember, children act differently at home than they do in school. Sometimes we're looking at 2 different people. Really. Sometimes we are looking at 2 different people. So some of the behaviors that your child may be exhibiting in school, they may never exhibit at home, and you don't know that unless you communicate with the teacher. So always make sure you talk to the teacher, let them know that you are seeing these types of behaviors in your child. Let them know that your child may be displaying some type of introverted behavior, because your child spends most of her time in one of 2 places, either at home or at school. All right. So become allies with the teacher, and you guys come together and develop ideas, create ideas. Doing so will help the teacher to better understand how your child is, how they function in social situations, as well as provide an explanation for certain academic behaviors. So this could really be the answer to some of your problems. My biggest takeaway for you today is to know that I want you to pay attention to how your child is. We have introverted children, we have extroverted children, we have ambivert children. Actually, I may be more of an ambivert, not an introvert. I don't know. I have to pay more attention to that. But anyway, your child is who they are. So do your best to figure that out and then cultivate that and set them up in an environment that will guarantee their success. I hope this has helped you. Again, this is Dr. Makiba, and I'm out.